Good morning, students. All is well? Okay. Have you done your previous work? Good. Students, do you have any pet at home? Okay. Do you play with it or not? Okay. Students, today we will talk about lesson number 5, Jaldi's gift. I am telling you the story in short, but you have to read the story yourself. Okay, this story is about the family of dogs. Okay, and there are dog father, mother, and their 3 puppies. They are Masti, Yogi, and Jaldi. And Jaldi is a she dog. And the narrator of this story is a puppy. Masti was able to hear well, and Yogi was able to smell the things. These were their qualities. But Jaldi was not able to hear and smell the things like her brothers. Then, what was her quality? She could smell the fear of the persons. Okay, a visitor came there to meet them. Then father and mother dog introduced them to the visitor. Means they introduced Masti, Yogi and Jaldi to the visitor. And the visitor asked them that he is there to check them that are they really able to smell or hear. And then Masti and Yogi showed them their abilities. And Jaldi asked them that she was not able to hear and smell like her brothers, but she could smell the fear of the persons, and that was an extraordinary quality. And after that, she told that she could smell a little girl who was frightened, afraid near the signals, and she was getting more scared every second. Then she asked her mother how they could help the girl. And when they reached there, they saw a little girl who was crouching behind a garbage bin. She was frightened at being left alone. And after that, Masti and Yogi stayed there to protect the little girl, and others went to search the little girl's mother. Even though Jaldi and her father led the woman back to her child, the woman tried to chase away Yogi and Masti, who were only keeping the child company. And the mother of the little girl thought that they would harm her child when they were only protecting her. Then Jaldi's father said, humans are beings of low intelligence. Means he wants to say that people don't understand what the animals want to say. Sometimes they want to help them, but the people can't understand their feelings. So the story tells us that every pup is born with a gift, and Jaldi's gift is that she can smell the fear of the persons, and that is a very special gift. And Jaldi is a kind and concerned about everyone around her. Okay, and that's it about the story. Okay, students, now take out your notebook and pencil and we will do class work. Okay, now students, we will learn about apostrophes, contractions and belongings. Contractions means a short way of writing two words together, or we can say that we use an apostrophe to show that letters have been left out of words that have been combined to make a shorter word. The shortened word is called a contraction, and an apostrophe is placed right above the place where the letters have been left out. Okay, so contractions means short form of the words. These are some of the contractions. Yes, now one side the full form of the words and the opposite side it is short form of the words, that is called contractions. He is, his. We are, we are. I am. She has. I will. Is not, isn't. We have. He had. She would. So this is the short form of the words, means contractions. Okay, and now take out your course book, page number 77. The question is, underline the words that show contractions and write down their full forms in the space provided. I am afraid I have lost my keys. Here the full form is I am. I have. Okay. Number 2, it doesn't matter. It's not important. Now the full form of doesn't is does not, and it is means it is. Next sentence, we have got to leave early tomorrow morning. So the full form of we have is we have. They are starting their yoga training tomorrow. They are. I had better set an alarm or I won't wake up on time. I had and will not. Will not is the full form of want. Next, she will be expecting me by 6 a.m. She will. Okay. Now the next question is, rewrite the following using apostrophes to show possession. Possession means authority. The dish belonging to the dog. The dog's dish. Dog is a singular noun. So when the noun is singular, then we are using the apostrophe after dog. Okay, the dog's dish. The name of my brother. My brother's name. Here again, brother is singular, so we are using apostrophe after brother. Brother's name. The room belonging to the boys. Here noun is plural, boys. The boys' room. Now we are using the apostrophe after boys. Okay. And next one is the dog belonging to the girls. The girl's dog. Here again the noun is plural and we are using apostrophe after girls. Girl's dog. The books belonging to the students. The students' books. Again noun is plural here, so we are using apostrophe after students' books. Okay. Now we will do this preposition. Okay. You know, a preposition is a word which shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other words in a sentence. Listen again. A preposition is a word which shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other words in a sentence. Students, now I am showing you some pictures, and these pictures will help you to understand about the prepositions. Okay, now see these pictures. A dog is sitting on the basket. A dog is sitting in the basket. A dog is sitting under the basket. It is sitting behind the basket. It is sitting near the basket. It is sitting between two baskets. Okay, so on, in, under, behind, near, between, all these words are prepositions. Okay, now see some more sentences. The book is on the table. Here the relation between table and book. Where is the book? The book is on the table. He sent a watch for me. I have money in my pocket. He sat on the chair. The dog leapt over the wall. The roof is above the floor. My brother is at the home. The dog is inside Gopal's house. The goat fell into the well. So all the underlined words are prepositions. Okay.